Today I'm gonna be here talking with Eli Roberts, one of my main friends, and we're gonna be mainly talking about communication skills, but the success that you can create in your life, the mindset back behind it, and the things that we have done to better our lives and become the men that we are today. Communication skills. This is the biggest thing, how communication skills has impacted your life.
Well, honestly, I think we all need communication. Obviously, that's how I'm talking to you. That's how you talk to me. That's just how we share how we feel to another person. You know what I'm saying? I think communication is one of the biggest skills that a lot of people don't take enough time to really deep dive into and learn how to properly communicate. Once you can communicate to people, you basically can do anything because that's how you get your message across. It's how you share what's in your own head. So for me, communication is everything. I myself struggle with it at times, but you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get better just like every other aspect of my life.
I agree with that. I used to be an introvert, and becoming, not always being an extrovert at all times, but knowing when to become an extrovert and knowing when to speak up for the things that you want in life has helped me so much. And attaining relationships that I never knew I could get just because of communication. They say closed mouths don't get fed.
Facts.
But I want to talk about communication skills and how it can get you into the doorways that you want to get in this life, because you can have so much knowledge, but if you don't have the right people around you to get you to the pathways that you want in life, it's not going to be as effective as it can be. So you need to be always constantly working on the people skills that you have, and you have an opportunity to do it every single day with the people that you interact with on a daily basis, and how you treat people, how you handle people, and manage people in your life, and being able to do things that other people are not. So separating yourself from the masses. Well, what are some things that you've done in the last couple of days that can separate yourself from the masses? Because I know you're super successful with things that you're doing on a daily basis and the route that we're on. So,
I would definitely say communicating, because anyone can communicate really, but it's about communicating to the right people and effectively. So I would just say limiting people who limit your own beliefs or just kind of don't take what you're doing seriously, or you know what I'm saying, they're not on the same path as you essentially. Those people, not non-like-minded people, limit communication with those people, because that'll be the best thing you can do for yourself, and just believing in your vision that you have in your head, because it can get messed up when you're talking to too many people that aren't aligned with the same type of goals as you, and it can really throw you off. And even I've had a lot of people tell me that's hard, or doing whatever you're pursuing, you got to get lucky for that. But it's right. Hearing stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Hearing stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? It's just that'll throw you off and get your mind in a place you don't need to be. So I would definitely say communicating to the right people. I limit who I talk to, because they say you become the 5 closest people, your 5 closest friends, you keep yourself around. So I definitely want to keep myself around cool ass niggas.
Association is so important in this life, and I think it's definitely changed both of our lives. So what type of people would you look for in your life?
Honestly, mostly I think a lot of people want to meet or think they want to meet people similar to themselves, and I thought that for a while, but I actually want to meet people from completely different backgrounds. I'm trying to meet people from Africa, I'm trying to meet people from Asia. Honestly, because my whole life I've been very, pretty judgmental with the type of people I hang out with, naturally, as we are as humans, but just being able to not explore, but meet people from different type of backgrounds and just different ethnicities, and people not unlike me, so I can learn, because if it's I already have myself, you feel, so if I'm meeting more people that are like me, I won't actually really grow. You have to experience stuff outside of your comfort and outside of the stuff you typically do, whether that's music, food, clothes, it can really be anything, but just expanding your taste, getting a variety.
Going into different cultures, and what do you need to do that? You need money. You need money to do that. You need money to experience.
Not necessarily, actually, always. You could
not always.
If you got some friends of a different culture, you could go to their crib. There's ways around it.
You're right.
Money definitely makes it. If you're talking about actually going to the country, for sure.
Yeah.
But if you know people from that culture, that's another way to get into it. Or honestly, just doing research. You could literally just reading books, go online, YouTube, bro.
Well, the main thing is the experience that you're going to get from this, and the learning experience, and being a lifelong learner and gaining the knowledge and the wisdom from these experiences. Because if you're not experiencing any of these things, you're not going to gain that knowledge. And like you said, it's all about the people who you put yourself around, because your network is your net worth. And so I think that's very valuable. But What are some things that you're doing to grow your knowledge? Like, describe your definition of a lifelong learner.
I would say someone who is like someone who's never satisfied, like just never feeling like you like a know-it-all. You know what I'm saying? Like oh, like I don't know. I think because you can learn something with every single interaction you have. So like as long as you go into every interaction or situation, it can be something you're doing by yourself. Like as long as you go into it with that mindset that like I can take something away from this, because I feel like a lot of people I interact with, or like most people, I would say like they're very like. They kind of cut off certain people. I'm sure you know people like this too, who like, they would be like, oh yeah, he's dumb, he won't know this, but everyone knows something that you don't. So just like I said, going into each situation, like this person can teach me something, it will. Even if it feels like nothing, I promise you there's something if you just take a deeper dive. But yeah, lifelong learner is just someone who's like, I don't know. And sometimes I feel like I may be looking too much into certain stuff, but I just like to peel layers on things. Yeah. Like there's always more information than this surface level that you can't see. So I would just say, always looking for more, always searching, because as my boy Tom here be saying,
finding is for the ones who seek. I was gonna say it's a mindset. It's a perspective that you go about life with, and the things that happen in your life will dictate the perspective that you have on this life. And it's a choice to choose the mindset of becoming someone who will gain benefit from every single situation in their life, especially from the pain, the trials, and the tribulations that you go through, the adversity, and having the mindset that it will grow you throughout every single way in your mind. So I think it's very important, and it's something that you carry about life with. It's not something where you're just a lifelong learner for 2 days out of the week, and then you go out and chase pleasure, and you're just not being focused on anything for the rest of the week. It's a lifestyle. It's a mindset that you carry and engrave into your mind with everything that you do.
For me, it's really just about like, I mean, obviously a lot of people say they want to unlock their full potential, but like for me, it's just like, when I say that, I mean like, it mean it in like a different sense of like, I don't know. We talked about this before, but when I'm an old man, I just want to be that old guy that you just know he knows everything. You know what I'm saying? Like just super wise,
wisdom,
super just laid back, and like I'm not just giving out advice, but you know, if you come to me, you know, you're gonna get the right answer. Like that's how I want to see myself. That's why I see myself in the future. So just building myself up to be that knowledgeable guy, that dependable guy who can not only provide, but also just inform and just be an overall like solid leader. You know what I'm saying? To strive for.
Exactly, because everybody can want to be a millionaire, and have the finances, but what's the mindset back behind it? I think it's very important because it's the person that you're becoming, you know, and that active steps that you're gonna take to get there. Because if you don't take steps to get there, you're never gonna get that, you know. But you have that vision for your life, and that's why you're on the path to accomplish it, and that's very important.
No, exactly. Another thing I like to add too is like, because you asked me like what type of like what do I do to make sure I'm currently learning or like constantly learning. But I would say like taking in new content, because like I feel like a lot of people watch the same stuff, or you rewatch movies, or you re-listen to music. I know I do that like all the time, probably every day. But like just taking in new forms of content, because your body becomes almost like your mind becomes almost numb to the same stuff if you're just watching constant ad clips over and over and over again. Like you're literally rotting your brain. Like, right. You know what I'm saying?
We become what we think about.
No, for sure. Like you become what you watch, listen, hear, all
what
that
we
stuff.
Consume.
No, literally. So make sure it's new stuff and stuff that you know is gonna feed your brain rather than just, like I said, rot it. Like it's not gonna do nothing. You don't need to be on TikTok. Yes, bro. You know you be on TikTok too much, bro. Chill out.
I think you're either on the success path or you're on the failure path. You're either moving your life forward or you're either getting away from the life that you want to live. So it starts with the discipline and disciplining yourself every single day and living a life of discipline and becoming a lifelong learner, and in my opinion, chasing the best version of yourself, because that's what's going to give you the most benefit in your life.
No, I completely agree. Couldn't have said it any better. So yeah, honestly, bro, don't let these fuck niggas tell you what you can and can't do, nigga. You are that nigga, bro. You are the one, bro. I'm telling you, bro. You just lock in, bro. You don't even know, bro. He don't want it, bro. He don't want it. Never mind, bro. I thought I was talking to.
Now we got some winners on this channel. We're about to hit 200 subscribers.
Hey. I'm saying, yes, this man grinding, bro. I seen this man come from the bottom to the top, bro. He keep going up though. We not done, bro. We not satisfied. We not cool.
Right.
Never stagnant either, bro.
I think having that the burning desire what makes you stand out, because that's what gives you, it gives you so much, like, it gives you a way to go about life, like the ambition that you have about life, the drive that you go about life, and the energy that you develop through the late nights and working, and through the hard times and the things that you've overcame. That's why you have to constantly be doing things that are hard, because that's what's going to raise your value as a person and as a man, and developing the mindsets.
Developing the mindset that leads you to take action. Because, like, I mean, I love what you said about having the desire, because not a lot of people, if you have that desire, it already separates you from the masses, because a lot of people not even thinking in their own brain, but like
Consciously.
Yeah, you need to develop into that person who takes action on shit, because you can think all day, bro, but yeah, no, if you don't trust yourself or trust what you're saying or trust your word, or, you know what I'm saying, just trust your plan, trust yourself, then, you know what I'm saying, you're not gonna want to take action on that shit, make it actually happen. So be a nigga who does shit.
Right. Taking action. Successful people move fast. You're either growing or you're dying. And you have to move with a force inside of you with everything that you do. You have to have a sense of urgency and a way that you move about life. And it's a type of attitude that you want to accomplish everything that you ever wanted to. It's about who wants it bad, and it's about who wants it the most, who wants it bad enough, and who is willing to make the sacrifices to create what they have created in this life, because everybody wants the finer things in this life. Everybody wants the luxury, but what are you doing to have that happen in your life? Like, what plan is there in your life? What action are you taking every single day to have that accomplished for your life? Because it's in the 1%, improving your life 1% better every single day. That's how you're going to attain the greatness that you're looking for. It's going to lead into a compound interest that's going to lead you into a great, successful human being. That's what's going to give you the knowledge and the wisdom when you're an 80-year-old person and you have the answers to everything. It's because of the mindset that you've developed throughout your entire life and taking advantage of the day that you have and the breaths that you take every single day. Because if you don't maximize your life, you're not going to gain the experiences, and if you don't gain the experiences, you're not going to gain the knowledge.
Hey, I got a quick question for you, bro. So how do we get from the old Tom Toohey to the well-spoken Tom Toohey that I'm sitting here next to right now? How do we explain that? Like, what kind of drove you to want to, specifically communication, like what kind of drove you to want to improve your speech and want to get better at speaking in public and doing videos like this? Like,
I actually just posted a tweet on my Twitter.
Nah,
I was once a depressed, skinny loser. And I've talked to you about this before. I knew I wanted to become better. I knew I had this image of myself and who I wanted to become. But I wasn't taking the action to do that, you know. And so I had to develop a millionaire mindset. I had to start acting as the millionaire and the person that I wanted to create for myself. And I had to start walking into the places and acting as if I've already attained the life that I wanted to live. And it started with the vision that I've created in my own head, a vivid vision of what I wanted my life to look like, and engraved that into my mind. No matter what anybody told me, I knew the vision that I had. The late nights where everybody else was drinking out in college, I was out in the gym, working, podcasts, growing my mind every single day. Because I knew I had this person I wanted to create, and I had to create discipline in my life, even when the consistency, creating momentum in my life, which leads to motion into your life. I created motion, and it started with the actions that I was taking. But it first started with the vision. I wanted to get better. I was so discontent with the life that I had. I knew that there was more out there than just going to college, working 4 years to get a paper, to get you a degree, a job that everybody else has. I was not trying to create that for my life. I wanted more. So it started with the desire, which I had created the vision, and then it started with taking the action to create this person that I wanted to in my life. And it was not easy, and there's so much hard work, but it's not even close to the work that's about to be putting in, because the route that we're on, we're trying to create something that 99% of the people in this world have not created. And I know the lives that we're going to impact and the legacy that we're leaving behind is going to be it's going to be fantastic because of the work that we're putting in right now. And it's all about the work that you're putting in right now. And I mean, to sum it up, I mean, I've talked about it a ton on my channel, but it's the mindset, the belief that I had myself, and the self-image that I had to change for myself. Because one point in my life, I was a depressed, skinny loser, And I believe that's all that there was for me.
I'm glad you said that again. I want to touch on that a little bit more. So like, when you were like skinny,
depressed.
like, would you say you had? Because you also said you were an introvert. Would you say you had anxiety, or you felt anxious or nervous around people, talking to people in large groups? Like,
I had social anxiety. I would crash down in front of presentations. I had depression, major depression, bipolar disorder, major anxiety, and post-traumatic stress.
I'm assuming. I mean, I don't know if the viewers know. You're not medicated at all. No medication. This nigga's just
no, man.
You out here thugging it.
They tried prescribing me on a Lexapro or one of those like major depression drugs, and I took it for a couple weeks. It didn't work. I stopped taking them.
Nah, bro, depression. But I got a strong opinion on.
And I got better within my mind.
Bro. You don't. Hey,
I did not need
the government. The government is trying to, bro. They're trying to.
They're trying to hurt
you, bro. Don't take. There's no pills for depression, bro. Stop eating your meat. Stop going on fucking TikTok.
Facts,
bro. Your ex don't want you, nigga. Like,
become the best version of yourself.
Facts. Yeah. So what kind of like was it? Just your overall desire and determination to like not see yourself like let all these people and opportunities pass you by that made you like take the action to go and like talk to people and go up to people and just what are some of the starting steps you took? Like what can someone at home do if they're trying to like, you know, is it going up to 3 people a day? Like how did you start like, you know what I'm saying, talking to people? Turning yourself from an introvert to an extrovert.
I started a network marketing business. So to be successful, you have to talk to people. So I had to become better within communication, but it was a decision and I knew I wanted to be successful in that, but I started talking to one new person a day, like daily. It didn't matter who it was. I started, actually, it started by just going up to anybody and just.
So you would say you positioned yourself in the opportunities.
You can't talk to people in your dorm room. You can't talk to people in your bedroom. You have to go out there and put yourself around people to talk to. And so, yeah, I mean, I started with complimenting people to grow my self-image and to grow my communication skills. Because if you're out here complimenting random people, genuinely, authenticity, you grow your communication skills. I mean, if you're shaky, you're able to present yourself in a confident way just by the way that you communicate yourself. And it's a practice, and the more you do one thing, the better you're going to get at it. And I started complimenting people. I started adding another piece of dialogue that I could say, and I would do that with repetition. Then I would start an entire conversation back and forth with open-ended questions. And it took getting out of my comfort zone every single day with intention. And then I was able to start having quality conversations that I could direct myself, that I could be in control of, because somebody's always in control of a conversation, and it's either you or the other person, and it's within the questions that you're asking. But I would say taking a very deep interest in other people and appreciating, having a greater light on other people, expecting the best out of other people, and knowing that people are beautiful, people are interesting, people have lives that you can learn from, culture, experiences, everything. And that's what made me take the action on getting out of my comfort zone, you know. And after a long period of time, I built that communication skill off of the little actions that I was taking compoundedly over a long period of time, to the point where I have the confidence to talk to anybody in my line of sight. And putting people on a pedestal, I used to do that a ton, and now I'm able to talk to people I used to put on a pedestal, because I know I believe in myself and I can accomplish anything that anybody has ever accomplished in this entire life.
And what do we call that? Confidence, bro.
Confidence.
Like 90% of shit is just straight confidence, bro. Like you can be saying, like I've literally heard, and I know you have too, like bro, just people saying the most like dumbest thing. It don't have no like actual like intention. Not even that. It just don't got like, they're not actually saying nothing, but hundreds of thousands of people listen just because they sound confident and they believe in what they're saying. So like honestly, just saying that, like being authentic is possible at all times, bro. Like that's the best thing.
Genuine.
That's the best thing you could
do. Being yourself. Actually gonna be talking, I'm releasing a new video, how to build yourself into the most confident self. I'm gonna be creating in the next 2 days, releasing in the next week. We got a lot of videos. We're going.
Very hard work gonna be your best friend, bro. That's my thought.
Nobody cares. Work harder.
Appreciate it.
I
Appreciate
think
you having me.
we're coming to a close, but I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys valued from this, and keep winning, keep progressing your life forward. And if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe.
Yes, sir. Tap on my boy Tom, bro. We going crazy. All
Going
2024,
up.
all 2025. Nigga, you know what it is.
It's
bro.
our
We not
year.
stopping. We not slowing down. Nigga.
Winning,
This shit
winning. Let's go.
Up.